This is a 2020 Mercedes-Benz A220 4MATIC, and today we're going to review it. Today we're working with our friends at Sears Imported Autos, selling beautiful Mercedes-Benz in Minnetonka, Minnesota. Hey folks, I'm Rob.
And I'm Nathan.
And we are
Two Guys in a Ride.
Say, Nate, what are we taking a look at today?
Today, folks, we are taking a look at a beautiful 2020 Mercedes-Benz A220 4MATIC.
That's right, but before we do, if you want to keep up to date with all the new cars, trucks, and SUVs, and you want to know how to use all the technology that's built inside of them, plus you like cool collector car stories,
take a moment to hit that subscribe button down below and ring that bell notification up above so you never miss a video.
That's right. So, I don't know, Nate, what do you say?
I say we do the same thing we do every time.
Yeah, let's go for a ride. All right.
All right, so today we are off in the 2020 Mercedes-Benz A220, which is the smallest of the Mercedes family. You know, in terms of maneuverability, it's very easy. It's right around town here. It's got, you know, a smaller wheelbase. It's got a comfortable and very quiet ride. You've also got a rear view camera, multi-angle rear view camera, and parking sensors to help you. All right, so this car has an AMG package on it, which does include the sport seats. And those are maybe a little stiffer than the seats that would have come with the car. That being said, they're fairly comfortable and they will definitely hold you in place. In terms of where everything is laid out in the car, the MBUX system has got to be one of the best systems on the market. Everything's right here on your steering wheel. You don't need to go any further than that, really, unless you want to adjust your power seats. You know, forward, back, and that kind of stuff. But otherwise, everything is on the steering wheel, and including voice command, which does a lot of stuff. And it'll actually run not only your music in your phone, but also your climate control. Despite being a smaller sedan, the getting in and out of the front and the back is relatively easy. All right, so I am going to find a spot here and pull over and let Rob drive and see what he thinks.
My turn, and you know, I have a Mercedes, so I'm very comfortable, and everything fits right to hand in this car to me, just like I figured it would. So, and the seats to me feel, you know, like typical Mercedes. They are more firm, but on a distance trip, they are way more comfortable in the long run. Interior fit and finish, superb. I like the layout. I like this larger screen. It's continuous. It looks like a big rectangular iPad just sitting up on your dashboard. I like the way the top, the shelf is tiered. We'll check on the acceleration here in just a second. It gets going. It kicks in really quick. It's really good, nice and peppy acceleration. And the other thing is, though, you notice you get very little outside noise coming in. Very quiet. I like the flat bottom steering wheel. So how is the comfort back there?
You know, the comfort, you know, in the back is quite nice. I have the seat left where I had it when I was sitting. And then I still have several inches of knee room and an inch plus of headroom, so comfortable.
You know, Nathan's going to give us a quick tour of the interior a little bit later, but coming up next is my tour, the exterior with all the specs and everything. And then, like I said, we'll put a link up top that you can go see how to use the infotainment system in this, and this is the MBUX system. And it is phenomenal. So stay tuned. This is the Mercedes-Benz A220, starting at $32,800 for the base and $34,800 for the 4MATIC. It's presented here in mountain gray metallic with a black leather interior. Now it is powered by a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder intercooled turbo engine producing 128 horsepower, 221 pound-foot of torque, and is driven by 7-speed dual clutch automatic with 4MATIC all-wheel drive. Now out front you see there are fully automatic projector beam LED high and low beams. There are also LED daytime running headlights with delay on and off. And I really do like the chrome grille with the chrome bar and the floating chrome stars in there. That's really cool. There's a body colored front bumper with black lower grille opening, and you've got the chrome trim strip down below. Now these are rain detecting variable intermittent wipers as well. Let's take a look along the side. Okay, these are the 8 by 7.5 AMG twin 5-spoke wheels, and they are wrapped in P2 25/45 R18 extended mobility tires. Now it is 4-wheel independent McPherson strut wishbone front suspension with a multi-link rear suspension, and they both of course have anti-roll bars. It also does have 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS. Up front you have 12.6-inch ventilated disc, and out back you have 11.6-inch solid brake disc. It also does have brake assist, hill control, and an electric parking brake. Now, you see you do have the body-colored power heated side mirrors with power folding, and they do have the integrated turn signal indicators. You also have the chrome capped door handles, body colored as well, and it does have the keyless go. You have the chrome side window trim, the gloss black B-pillars, and you do have the body colored rocker panels down below. Very classy look. I like the coupe swoop to the back end. Very nice looking silhouette. Let's take a look around back. Okay, it is a fixed rear window with a rear window defroster. I really do like the trunk lip spoiler. It does have the LED brake lights. You have a rear backup camera. It also does have the body colored rear bumper with chrome strip and the black lower trim diffuser. And it has quasi-dual stainless steel exhaust with chrome tailpipe finishers. Okay, so cargo volume is 12.6 cubic feet with the rear seats up. They do fold down. Cargo length from the back of the second row to the lip is 40 inches. The width to get things into the trunk is 40 inches. The distance, the width between the wheel houses, or the most narrow spot inside, is 36 inches. The depth is 20 inches, and the liftover height is 26.5 inches. Okay, some of the safety systems on this car are active brake assist. It does have the advanced airbag protection system. It has attention assist, blind spot assist, brake assist system, electronic stability control, forward collision mitigation, and it does have what is also called the Mercedes-Benz emergency call service, and so much more. Now, available optional packages for this car are the AMG line, the driver assistance package, the multimedia package. There is a parking assist package. There is an exterior lighting package, as well as a night package and a premium package. All of those are manufacturer add-ons that you can personalize your car with. Let's talk about the dimensions. Okay, the front track is 61.7 inches, the rear track 60.9, overall width 78.4, length 179.1, height 56.9, and it rides on a wheelbase of 107.4 inches. It does have a curb weight of 3,395 pounds, a turning circle of 36.1 feet, and a fuel capacity of 13.5 gallons. Now, let's talk about our spade scales. Of course, safety being first. IIHS and NHTSA test results are not yet available for this car, being that it's just its second year. However, performance 0 to 60, 6.1 seconds, top speed 132 miles per hour, standing quarter 14.7 seconds at 94 miles per hour, and braking 70 to 0 and 153 feet. Now, its appearance. It's smooth, sharp, and stately with a sporty coupe profile that is attractively sculpted and creased, creating a very handsome vehicle. Warranty, dependability, 4 years, 50,000 miles basic. Corrosion, 4 years, 50,000 miles. Drivetrain, 4 years, 50,000 miles. I'm sounding like a broken record. And of course, roadside assistance is also 4 years or 50,000 miles. Economy, 24 city, 35 highway, 28 combined with a cruising highway range, 472 miles. So in summary, the hood is low, framed by slim headlights with that great Mercedes-Benz pointed star leading the charge right up front in that beautiful floating star grille. The A-Class rights some of the wrongs, most of the wrongs actually, of its predecessor, the outgoing CLA-Class. It gets a stiffer chassis, but with softer springs with 3 optional suspension setups, including the AMG line that does lower the car about 1/2 inch. Under the hood, the 2.4-liter 4-cylinder provides smooth and efficient power. The interior fits for adults better than any previous entry-level Benz, and the fit and finish are on par with more costly Mercedes-Benz. Plus, you do get that great new MBUX infotainment and control system that is standard on this A220. And that raises the bar dramatically and keeps this car leaps and bounds ahead of its competition. So now it's time to turn it over to Nathan. We're going to take a tour of the interior, but before we do, please take a moment, give us a like, and click on that subscribe button so you never miss one of our videos. So what do you say, Nate? Take it away.
And stepping on the inside of the A220, you've got some nice white stitching in the door here, accented with some metal looking trim here, and the sort of the brushed nickel look right here. And you do have your window lockout buttons here. You have auto up and down all 4 windows. This is your mirror control left and right, and then this is your power folding mirror button. Up here you've got your unlock and lock buttons, and then your trunk release right here, along with a bottle holder and some storage right here in the door with nice rubberized inserts in the bottom, and then one of your 8 speakers. Okay. Up here you have 3-stage heated seats on both sides, and then you have a 3-person memory setting, and you do have an 8-way power seat and also a 4-way power lumbar, so a total of 12-way power. And then in addition to that, because these are the AMG seats, you've got this little handle right here where you can pull and extend the front part for support underneath your legs, which is really nice. You have some nice side bolsters right here on both sides, and both driver and passenger seats are both 12-way power. Okay, down here you've got the nice pedals down here. You got a nice footrest down here. Sorry about all the leaves. Coming up here, okay, you do have your electronic parking brake, and then this is your light control. Now, these down here, I could not get to function. They should be a right parking lamp and a left parking lamp, but they don't come on, so I'm not sure what the deal there is. This is your parking lights. This is your auto lights, because it does have auto lights on and off, and high beam and low beam, and then this is manually turning on your low beams. This over here is your fog lamp button, and then your dashboard bright and dimness control. The steering wheel itself is a tilt and telescoping. It is manual, and the lever is located right here. Okay. All right, let's take a step inside. All right, so it is a push start, and it's already running. Now, this does have the MBUX system. These are both 10.25-inch screens, and this one is touch. You can control it from the touchpad on the steering wheel, and you can control it from the touchpad in the center console, and you can control it by voice. This one is not touch, but you can control it through the touchpad on the left side of the steering wheel. All right, we're going to cut another video on all the things that are in the driver's information center and all the things that are in the infotainment screen. So if you want to see the detail in those screens, click on the link above. For our general review, just know that you can customize this in a whole ton of ways, not only in the overall look, but in the information that's displayed overall the screen and inside the controls. These change. There's just like 100 ways to do this. But backing up a little bit, on the left side of the steering wheel, this is the trackpad, and I gotta say, MBUX has one of the best systems on the market. This little touchpad is so great, and it works fantastic, just like you think it should. This is your back button, this is your home key, and that's all for the driver's information system. Down here, you do have standard cruise control, so it's not adaptive. You have on and off, you have the set, either way, and then you have plus or minus, and then you have a cancel, which is a down push, and resume, which is an up push. Okay. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have the identical set of buttons, but the top buttons, the home, the trackpad, and the back button, affect the infotainment screen. The volume, of course, is for your media. Phone on is a push up, phone off is a push down, and then a push down brings you to your favorites, and a push up brings you to the Hey Mercedes feature, the voice command. Good, it didn't go on. Now on the right side is your gear selector. So up is reverse, one shot down is neutral, and then all the way down is drive, and then park is a push button. This does have rain sensing windshield wipers, and in addition to that, if it rains and it senses rain, it'll close the sunroof for you. The both outside mirrors are power folding, and it does have blind spot monitoring in there. It also has a safety feature where if you're pulling up and you're going to exit the door, it'll warn you if there's a car approaching, so you don't open your door into oncoming traffic, which is really cool. All right, moving on over to the infotainment screen. All right, so this is an 8-speaker sound system. It's not the Burmeister system, but does have a very, very nice sound to it. It has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth, HD radio, as well as AM and FM radio, and a Sirius XM satellite. You have so many things. You have your standard, you have your phone, you have your radio, you have your media. So radio and media are divided into 2 different categories, but they're both right there. You've got seat kinetics, so you can have some adjustments on your seats there in addition to the power buttons. You've got vehicle info, and then the Mercedes and Me apps, and then, oops, it heard me. And then you have vehicle settings. Okay? If I scroll down one, I can get to these little shortcut icons on any one of the apps. And if I scroll down again, I get the themes, and the themes here will change your driver's information screen here, and some of the thing that shows up on your infotainment screen, depending on what app you're using on here. Now, down below that again, if I scroll down, I get favorites. Now, remember, you had a favorite button on the steering wheel. There's a favorite button down here in the center console. These are the current favorites, and you can set those. You can create a new order so you can have your favorites appear, the things that you need. One thing I'll point out is the operator's manual is right here. So it's built right into your system, and you can look anything up. All right. In addition to that, you've got your indoor temperature display for the dual zone auto climate control right there. In addition to time, your 4G signal, and then of course a home button, and then you can set up a number of profiles in this car. So your station presets and that kind of stuff, and navigation points will all be stored according to that profile. All right, moving on down. We've got some air vents in the front. I do like the circular design. I really like that, sort of with the satin metal finish up here, and then the black inserts. Not a fan of the piano black part. I wish that was a different color, but it does look sharp. I just worry that over time, that's something that would scratch. Below that, or actually just to the left of this, you have your auto start stop button. And then below that is all your climate controls. So you have all physical controls for your climate. You got your driver temperature, your passenger temperature. I like having the physical sync button here, but you have all the other standard climate control buttons right here. This one here will actually bring up in the infotainment screen your climate controls. There are no additional features, but you can have them on the screen if you want. And then you can control them with the trackpad from the steering wheel. All right, down below that, you've got a nice storage tray right here. It's got a nice rubberized bottom, so it's sort of a non-skid. All right, moving on back right here, we have your USB connection for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Over here on the right, you've got a 12-volt outlet. Moving on back, I'm going to move the keys out of the way. Moving on back, you have got dual cup holders, and then there's two little buttons on the inside, and if you press those, it pops out an extension which shortens up the cup holder so you can hold 3 different sizes. Okay, because there's this outside one will tilt in, and that gives you the second level, and then you can tilt them all in and give you the third size. So that's a very thoughtful feature. It's also got a nice rubberized bottom that you can remove to clean. Okay, moving down the center console right here, you've got a trackpad that will affect your infotainment screen. And it's got a back button, it's got a home key, it's got a forward, backwards control for radio. And then you've got some shortcuts. So you've got your vehicle button, you got your favorites, you have your telephone, your radio and media, and then navigation or map. Now this vehicle does not come with built-in navigation, but the card can be inserted, and then that button will be activated. Over here you have a volume up and down, as well as a mute button, and then if you hold it down, it's a power button, so it powers off the audio. Over here you have your mode selector. So if I go up, you can have individual, sport, comfort, or eco. And again, if you want to know more about what's in there and the driver's information center, you can click on the link above. Hey, coming back a little bit further, this is just an armrest right here for when you're working the trackpad. You have a split opening center console storage area. And inside of here, you do have an additional USB plug-in, and it is nice felt-lined area. Moving on up, you do that on your glove compartment. It is lockable, and you do have some fairly deep storage way back in there. So this is actually your storage shelf, not this area. Hey, but it is fairly deep. Okay. Moving on up, you have an auto-dimming rear view mirror. You have, of course, all of your lights right here in the front, and then all the buttons to control the various dome lights throughout the car. You have your emergency, you have Mercedes Me and your SOS button here. And then you do have a powered sunshade and a powered sunroof, and that button here controls both of those. Okay, in addition to that, you do have a glass storage area. Moving on up here, you do have lit mirrors, but the lights are from the top. They are not telescoping. All right, let's take a look at the back. Stepping into the back of the A220, on the passenger's doors on both sides, you've got this kind of really cool hand grip right here for opening and closing the door. I really like that design. Got your lock unlock buttons, you got your auto up and down window power button, and then you do have a bottle storage area. Okay, you got one of your 8 speakers in each door. Okay, let's step in. In terms of room, I've left the driver's seat where I had it when I was driving, and I have got probably close to 2 inches of space by the time I get it to here. So plenty of knee room. Headroom, I've got about 1 inch, maybe a little bit more. So again, plenty of headroom. You do have individual reading lights on both sides. And then in the center console, you've got your air vents here, but you also have air ducts underneath the seat. You have netted storage areas behind each seat. And then if we fold this down, you've got dual 5-volt USB outlets here, along with a tiny bit of storage. And then in the center of the seat, you do have a nice armrest. I always like it when they're elevated to give you proper support. And then the cup holders are at the end of the armrest, so you just push them, and then they will fold out. In terms of just comfort, the back seats feel a little bit different than the front seats do. They're comfortable, but they're just a little bit different. You have a little bit of support here. However, I noticed that my legs You know, they touch right at the beginning, but then they're off of it. But there's certainly ample room back here. So the rear seats do fold down, so you have a little bit more storage area, and we'll show you how to do that, but you can't do that from inside the car. You need to do that from the trunk. Inside the trunk is where you have the pull handle for the release on the rear seats. So if I pull them, and both sides work the same way, it unlatches the seat, and then you need to come up here, and then you need to pull the seat forward. Okay? But it does give you quite a bit more storage space in the car. So overall, very nice interior, really nice materials in there. There are several upgrades you can get to the car depending on what package you order. So I hope this has been helpful. If you want to see a detailed video of the driver's information center and the infotainment screen, click on the link above. Thanks for watching.